Good afternoon. My name is Chief Mike Risvold of the Wayzata Police Department. Thank you for being here. It's with a heavy heart that I announce the death of one of Wayzata's finest, Officer William Mathews. Today, for us, it's about family. It's about Bill's family. It's about our Wayzata Police Department family, and it's about our community. We're overwhelmed by the outpouring of support that we've received as a police department from not only our community, but the law enforcement community at large. This is an enormously sad day for us, and we pray for Bill and his family. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Rich Stanek, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. At approximately 12:30 today, a Wayzata police officer pulled over to the right side of eastbound Highway 12 in Wayzata. He was driving a marked Wayzata police vehicle. He received a 911 call shortly before about debris in the roadway, and he stopped to pick up that debris. The officer was struck by a vehicle. The vehicle stopped after hitting the officer. Additional law enforcement arrived and immediately began CPR and first aid. EMS transported the officer to an area hospital. The officer was pronounced dead at the hospital shortly after arriving. As we said, our thoughts and prayers are with the men and women of the Wayzata Police Department, the residents out here, and all those who responded to provide emergency first aid to the struck officer. The suspect in this case is a woman identified as Beth Freeman. She's 54 years old. She's from Mound, Minnesota. She was cooperative at the scene, and she will be booked into the Hennepin County Jail.
Sheriff, good afternoon, everybody. And first and foremost, I want to express on behalf of the Department of Public Safety and the State Patrol, our heartfelt sympathies to the Wayzata Police Department, Chief Risvold, and your officer. The State Patrol will be handling the crash reconstruction in this event, which is a detailed process of determining exactly why this crash occurred. And our troopers are working very closely with the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office to figure out everything that we need to uncover to ultimately come to conclusions as to what caused today's tragedy. That reconstruction report takes time. It will be several weeks before it's done, but rest assured that everything inside the vehicle, about the vehicle, around the vehicle, the roadway, the officer, and everything that witnesses said and will say will be put together like a giant puzzle with an outcome that hopefully provides answers in the coming weeks and months as to what exactly led up to today's event. So if you have any questions about that, we can answer them. They'll be very limited because it is an active investigation that happened just a few hours ago. And it's a tough day for the law enforcement community, a tough day for the State Patrol and the other officers and deputies who are out there still working what is an active scene.
Chief Risvold? Chief?
I think it was Chief Risvold's preference that he not answer questions, and he will be responsive to his community as soon as he can.
Can you tell, with the little information that you have right now, if criminal vehicular homicide is at all a possible charge in this case? I know it's very early, but from what you can tell, is that a possibility?
I think it's fair to say that it is a possibility, and it is very early, but along with the Sheriff's Office, we're looking at every possible cause and every possible violation of law in this case.
Was the driver intoxicated? Can you tell us anything about that?
We don't have that information from the driver.
Do we know why, what happened leading up to the actual accident itself with Mathews? Was she distracted? Can you tell us anything about that?
Again, that will be part of the investigation, and we'll work along with the Sheriff's Office and the deputies and the troopers. They'll look specifically at those questions.
Can we get the spelling of her last name, please?
Notice?
We'll get it to you.
Yeah, we'll provide it to you.
Freeman, Beth Freeman?
Yeah.
Right.
What can you tell us about Officer Mathews? My condolences, first of all. How old was he? How long had he been? When was it?
I'll answer one question, and I just got back from the hospital myself, so I'd like to prepare some things. Officer Mathews has been with the department for about 9 years, 47 years old with a wife and a child, a 7-year-old boy. I'll get further details about Officer Mathews, but I can tell you he was one of the good ones, for sure.
So we promise to keep you updated as the investigation continues. Again, this is only a couple hours old. Still a lot of moving parts to it. The Colonel and I and the Chief, thank you for your respect and your patience this afternoon. Thank you.
One question,
Yeah, was
the
the
suspect
suspect
booked
booked?
under suspicion of which crime?
Do we know exactly what crime the suspect was booked under?
Thanks, guys. And we will, like I said, have a release, and we'll make sure to include all the information that was stated today.